All right, what's going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video, another trade recap. Today, Monday, September 22nd. I'll try to keep up, guys, every single day, trying to post everything we're doing every single day. Okay, as soon as we finish, you guys will be able to see this video. So if you're new on this channel, make sure to subscribe so you can keep up, stay tuned, and learn. Most important thing is to learn, right? So, anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at Nasdaq here, starting from the higher time frame. I'm going to show you here what was my approach this morning, what was my bias for the day, understanding how we closed on Friday, right? We closed strongly bullish, right? So I'm technically just waiting for a price to hit this high. Let's bring it up here. There you go. So you see, since we did close bullish on Friday, I'm expecting this highs to be taken. Also, if you see on the weekly time frame, right? Look at how bullish we are. So last week we closed like this. And because it's Monday, let's bring it up. What? It's not letting me? All right, it's not letting me anyways. But I was waiting anyways this weekly high to be taken, of course. Let's go lower time frame now. And let's go ahead and start from here, from this area. There you go. So important. What was the thing I was seeing that happened overnight? This thing keeps showing. Is it me or is it trading view? There you go. So this is on a 4 hour, right? If you can see how the price moved. Sorry for my daughter, it's just upset right now. So you got this push from this low to this high right there on Friday, right? You had a big explosion right here, taking external, building up a 4 hour fair value gap, right? Which today, Monday, started to pull back. So we're seeing here Sunday, since we opened, chop, chop, and then somewhere here during London, we started dropping, right? So entered, we tapped discount, this blue line, I'm using the fib from the low to the high. We went to discount, we're rejecting discount. The candle closed above 50% of that 4 hour fair value gap during London, right? So I don't trade London. Again, I don't trade London. I only trade New York, although sometimes I have to admit, sometimes I do take some entries during London session. Don't tell anybody. But yeah, so this is what happened. Let's wait for a year for New York. There we go. So New York session has just opened. What are we having? A little accumulation. You see a little pattern right here, a little triangle. It's just accumulating, right? Makes sense. We are in this zone right now. I am really looking forward to buy. Really, really looking forward. As a matter of fact, I was actually kind of expecting for some sell side right here to be taken, right? So I'm monitoring as well S&P simultaneously at the same time. Notice what happens. So because I'm really into buys, I do want to take a buy. I do believe we're going to go up today based on higher time frame. I want to wait now for some sell side liquidity, right? To then catch the buy. So what's going on? Let's go 5 minute. And I was staying on the 5 minute time frame. I was setting some alerts and just waiting. We didn't have news today, so no news. So it's a chill Monday, right? So being relaxed here and just waiting for price action to do its thing. So this is what happened. Price all of a sudden it stops. It started accumulating. You see, it kept accumulating, and then all of a sudden, right there, you're starting to see some momentum. And this is the part. I don't know if you can see here, but S&P 500 had gone lower right here and actually taking this low, which is this low right here, right? I'm going to remove this because I'm using right now my indicator. You can see right there, boom. This line, you see I'm using my indicator. I'll let you know later on pretty much this indicator what it is. It's going to be part of the pro package that I'm offering right now. So we got this big push to the upside, which by the way, if you also open Skynet. You see the indicator. My indicator here is detecting fair value gaps right there. Anyways, so let's leave it like that for a second. And you can see right here, basically, this is the 1 hour time frame. This is how the past 4 hour candles look like. Look at this past three candles right here, right? Nasty. It's just choppy. It's just choppy around this area. So I noticed Nasdaq then did not sweep liquidity, but S&P did sweep that liquidity from there. So I'm understanding that this SMT right here is telling me that Nasdaq does not need to go this low because the manipulation has already happened on S&P, right? So now what am I looking for? Well, I want to see price tap into some of these fair value gaps. I don't care, whatever this two, probably if it's the first one, I'll take the first one. I don't care. I got this two right here, so I'm going to pay attention to the two of them, right? Whatever rejection we get here, I will take it. I will try to go buy. I was trying to hold myself not to enter right away with that candle. I wanted to see a reaction, an actual respect into this fair value gap right here. So I'm waiting, see price start getting into it, but I'm not getting the bounce I actually want. So I'm still waiting until that candle, boom. That candle right there, what time is it? 9 a.m. So that candle went pretty deep and then retraced all the way back up and closed above. That is a pretty good candle. So I remember as soon as that candle closed, then at the next candle formation, I was already hopping in. I took the buy, I sent the signal to my guys right here. This is my VIP group. So where is it? Right here. I bought Nasdaq. That was at 9:06 around that time. 9:05, you see. So I sent a message. So that was around the time when I actually sent the message. And I remember I had to go. So I told my guys like, "Yo, I had to leave." So I went to my daughter's school for a little bit, and I sent in this picture on my phone. Because I was not, of course, on my computer. So that rejection right there, I placed my stop loss and I was targeting highs. I was targeting that record high right there. That's all I was targeting. So let me remove the Fibonacci here. There we go. So after that, the rest is history. If you take a look in here, prices started moving, dun, 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 pushing. Very important this area. There we go. I wanna actually also go here because it was at this time 9:30. This is the 9:30 candle. Pay attention here. 9:30 candle pushes 5 minute, right? I I wanted to see if I could get another entry because my first entry was kind of small, to be honest, because it was the first entry before 9:30. So I wanted to take another shot. I wanted to see if I could get another opportunity. So I waited for a fair value gap to be created, and there we go. We have a 5 minute fair value gap created right there, right? So I went to the 1 minute. I went to the 1 minute here. I'm not going to look for any indicators right now. I just want to pay attention on pure price action right here. I know this is the 5 minute fair value gap, right? I want to wait for some sort of rejection here and an entry model. Okay, what type of entry model I'm looking for? Well, I need to see either a change in the state, right? Or an inversion. I can try to trade an inversion fair value gap, right? So what happened? Prices start getting into this. We are already starting to induce, take some liquidity right there, right? Let's see if we get into this. Look at that. We are actually starting to tap. We are building that bearish fair value gap, right? Now, I'm not buying yet. I want to wait for the entry model. I don't want to buy right here, even though we're tapping that 5 minute fair value gap. I don't want to buy yet. I'm not ready to buy. I need to wait for more confirmation. So the extra confirmation right here, it's either I wait for the change in the state, which is somewhere here above, or I wait for the inversion. Which one is closer? Whatever here depends on you. So the inversion is always the most kind of like aggressive entry model. So I want to see a candle closing above. So what's going on? Boom, right there. You see that? That candle closing above 50% of this bearish. This turns into an inversion. Right there, at that very moment, that turns into an inversion fair value gap. Right? So next, I think I waited for the next candle. Yeah, I waited for the next candle. I was waiting for for a little rejection. I wanted to see if this candle would actually boom come back down. So I needed to wait for a little bit more rejection. So I waited for that candle to close. When that candle closed, I was taking the shot. I placed my stop loss here, and I just target right here. This was not even a 1 to 2. It was a 1 to 1.8 risk to reward trade. That was all. And price did that right there. That was it. So at that moment, I was getting to take profits hit today. It was it was surprisingly easy Monday, to be honest. It was a very easy Monday. Um, did not struggle, at least during New York session. Nice, easy to read because you could read it from the 4 hour time frame. You can see that we were tapping just simple structure. You can clearly see that an impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse. So right here, see price went from sweeping external liquidity coming back to internal liquidity, which is a fair value gap. So it's our job to look for an entry right here and target the swing high, which is this. That's what I did. That's all. Pretty simple. It may sound complex. If you don't know what it is, hey, follow me on my groups, on my Telegram group. Follow me on Discord. I will leave all the links in the description below. If you want to be part of my team, if you want to actually trade live with me, you can go ahead and check my website, teamprofitsenglish.com. And again, the link, everything is in the description. And I'm offering a lifetime mentorship right now. So for a one-time payment, you're part of my team forever. Forever. Think about it. No monthly payments, no nothing. It's a one-time payment and you're part of my students forever. All right. If you're willing to learn, I'm willing to teach you. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next trade recap. Hope you enjoy. Take it easy.